Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this month's Members Meditation with George Gilmore. It's looking a little overcast here in North Devon, but I'm sure that won't affect anyone's mood and spirits for the rest of the day, particularly after being guided through half an hour of thoughtful reflection. All that is left is for me to light today's meditation candle and hand you over to Georgie. Thank you, Georgie.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let us begin by drawing our eyes to a close. Once you've found a comfortable position, however that is for you. And then, once settled and having turned inwards, begin to deepen the breath. Allowing the breath to be slow and long and easeful. Taking deep, gentle breaths. Knowing that the inhale energizes and the exhale relaxes. These slow, long breaths, allowing us to be both alert and at ease. And I invite you to allow your awareness to rest on the breathing body. To notice the rise and fall of the breath, the expansion and contraction. If the mind wanders off, return it to the breath and to the breathing body, to the rhythm and cycle of the breath. And I invite you to root down through your sit bones so that you may have a sense of groundedness and a sense of being held. With each exhale, there is an invitation to release a little holding or gripping from the face or the body, allowing the muscles around the eyes to relax so that your inner gaze may be gentle. allowing the muscles in the forehead and jaw to release a little. Relaxing the face, that it may bring a little more tranquility into this moment. Relaxing the muscles in the upper shoulders, and in the abdomen. Allowing the body to support us without the need for tension or tightness. Making any micro movements, micro adjustments that are needed for the body to be relaxed in its position and in its breathing. Allowing the awareness to return to the breathing body. Perhaps imagining that you could place your mind, the seat of your awareness, into your heart center or your diaphragm area, so that we can drop out of the busyness of thoughts and into the steady, slow rhythm of the breathing body. Inviting you to include all of your physical being in this awareness. Noticing the varied temperatures of the skin and the body. Noticing where you meet your clothes and the seat beneath you. Noticing the rise and fall of that breath. And from here, I invite you to expand your awareness, that it may include the entire room that you find yourself in. Allowing your awareness to expand beyond yourself. Awareness may include sounds of the natural world beyond the room, or the sounds of human life around you. This expanded awareness and these sounds calling us into the present moment, into the unfolding now. Your mind wanders at any point. Return to the breathing body, to your physical being. And then when you're ready, you may like to expand your awareness once more to include the space around you. And in this, notice how it feels, how it is to expand your awareness. Notice the quality of your mind in this and how it might affect your sense of your physical being, your awareness and consciousness. I invite you to return your awareness to the breath, to follow the breath cycle, the rise of the inhale and the fall of the exhale. This breath cycle that reflects the seasonal cycle, the cycle of renewal followed by release. A cycle that nourishes, sustains, and balances our own inner landscape and the landscape around us. This process of renewal and release. And because many of us here today are gathered in the Northern Hemisphere, I invite you to become aware of the fullness that is there at the end of the inhale. Or then allowing the exhale to release and let go. Allowing yourself to be present to that moment of fullness and abundance at the top of the inhale. This fullness that is much like summer. Summer that is full of life and colour and activity and abundance. Summer that can bring much fullness and busyness to our lives. Now I invite you to become aware of the beginning of the exhale, that first part of the waning breath. Or now that we in the Northern Hemisphere have moved past the summer solstice, we have entered into the waning half of the year, into the slowing down. And wherever we are in the world, it can be helpful for us to attune to this part of the breath, to the letting go, to the waning, to the relaxing. Or wherever we are in the seasonal cycle, our modern lives are often so very full. So let us all bring our awareness to that exhale. That exhale that allows us to let go, to slow down and soothe our minds and bodies. And with the fall of each exhale, I invite you to root down once more into the support beneath you. And as you do, as you follow the exhale into slowing and rooting, as you root down, I invite you to cast your mind and heart out into the land around you, to the natural world, whether that be right outside your doorstep or a little further afield. And to sense into the life there. Perhaps if you're in the southern hemisphere, it is quiet. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, I invite you to attune to the verdant, vibrant richness, fullness and abundance of this time of year. The fullness of the trees and the meadows, the oxeye daisies and foxgloves, the rich array of wild flowers and grasses. To the fullness of the bird song, as the birds busy themselves with rearing their young. Attuning to the life that we readily see, also to the life that we may only catch glimpses of. To the fox and badger cubs, exploring their surroundings. The dragonflies gracing the waterways. Tuning to the fullness and busyness of the natural world. And how that might affect those of us that find ourselves in summer. Noticing the demands that summer places on us and the busyness it often brings. So returning to the breath, to that slowing exhale, that we may remember the process of slowing down, of allowing ourselves to wane and relax. To not hold on and grip to summer, to allow ourselves to gracefully wane as the seasons do, so that in this time, this heightened time of summer and fullness and perhaps intensity, that we may bring some of that waning energy, that we may attune to the seasonal cycle and the balance it invites us into, so that amongst the busyness, we may include some slowing down wherever we are in the world. That we may find ways in our lives to embrace the exhale, moments of letting go and of slowing down, so that there may be a little of the balance in our lives that the breath and the seasonal cycle invites us into. Rooting down once more and remembering how important it is to root and ground ourselves in the moment, in the natural world, our natural habitat. And into our animal bodies in a world that often prioritizes the activity of the mind. In the digital world, let us remember to ground and root into the intelligence and wisdom of the body and the natural world of which we are a part. Knowing that the breath and the body are always there to help us ground, to slow down and become present, and to remember ourselves as nature. Whenever you're ready, deepen the breath once more. Allow the breath to bring a little movement into the body, perhaps introducing a gentle sway with the breath, very gentle rocking that will help us to begin transitioning out of this meditation and into our day, whatever lies ahead. Knowing that we can return to the breath and the body for moments of presence and slowness. And whenever you're ready, I invite you to open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining us. We wish you well with what is there for you in the day ahead, or what remains of it. Thank you for joining. Go well.